It's primary day in Michigan, and it's another test for Nikki Haley, who's trying to hang on in the race on the Republican side. Meanwhile, Democrats will also be eyeing the battleground state as President Biden faces backlash there for his handling of the Israel-Hamas war. NBC's Bree Jackson is following the latest now from Washington.
Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is fighting to stay in the presidential race after suffering another loss to former President Trump. And today, President Biden, he's facing a protest vote today over his policies. Some Michigan voters are promising to not vote for Biden or mark themselves as uncommitted.
Thank you so much. It's great to see everybody.
It's primary day in Michigan. Nikki Haley vowing to stay in the fight despite coming off her primary loss in South Carolina to former President Trump.
Americans want a voice, and we're giving them that voice. And as long as Americans want me to be that voice, I will continue to fight for them.
The stakes are also high for President Biden. He's facing pushback on the ballot over his handling of the Israel-Hamas war.
I think there will be a sizable number of votes for uncommitted. I think that it is every person's right to make their statement about what's important to them.
During an appearance on the Late Night Show with Seth Meyers, President Biden says he believes there is a path forward in the war with difficulty.
The hostages being held must be released. Ramadan's coming up, and there's been an agreement by the Israelis that they would not engage in activities during Ramadan as well.
The president facing concerns overseas and here at home. President Biden planning to visit the southern border this week on the same day that former President Trump will also be in Texas delivering remarks.
I've been planning to go Thursday. What I didn't know is my good friend apparently is gone.
The dueling trip comes as lawmakers on Capitol Hill battle over a bipartisan border security agreement. Immigration and aid for Ukraine and Israel are topics expected to come up today when congressional leaders meet with President Biden at the White House. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.